The hip-hop world just erupted, and this time, the sparks are flying straight at Jim Jones. What started as a heated discussion about Nas has turned into a full-blown celebrity showdown, with none other than 50 Cent and Chuck D stepping in to clap back, and fans can't get enough of it. Social media is exploding with reactions, memes, and heated debates, and the drama is escalating by the minute. Jim Jones' recent comments about Nas didn't just stir conversation, they sparked confrontation. 50 Cent and Chuck D didn't hold back, responding publicly in ways that have left fans shocked and talking nonstop. This isn't just another rap feud, it's a clash of generations, credibility, and influence in the hip-hop world. Every post, every clip, and every reaction is being dissected by millions across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Fans are divided, and the debate is intense. Some support Jim Jones' point, while others are rallying behind 50 Cent and Chuck D, saying their clapbacks are long overdue. Memes are flying, videos are going viral, and reaction content is dominating feeds. This story isn't just about words, it's about reputation, street credibility, and hip-hop legacy. The tension is palpable. Who will respond next? How far will this debate go? And what does it mean for the legacies of these rap icons? One thing is clear, the Nas debate just became one of the most intense celebrity showdowns in recent hip-hop history. Fans everywhere are watching closely, and no one wants to miss a single second of this explosive drama. The moment the first clapback from 50 Cent hit the internet, the hip-hop community was sent into a frenzy. Social media timelines flooded with reactions, fans dissecting every word, and commentators analyzing the potential fallout. Jim Jones had ignited a firestorm simply by weighing in on the Nas debate, but the involvement of two iconic figures like 50 Cent and Chuck D elevated it into a cultural spectacle. Fans immediately took sides. Some supported Jim Jones, saying he had a point and appreciated his perspective. Others rallied behind 50 Cent and Chuck D, arguing that their responses were not just deserved, but long overdue. The argument transcended personal opinions. It became a larger conversation about hip-hop credibility, respect for legends, and the power dynamics between generations of artists. Every clip and tweet from the clash spread rapidly, fueling debates across platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Industry insiders watched closely, noting that this kind of controversy could influence brand deals, collaborations, and even future music projects. With millions of eyes on the feud, public perception became just as important as the words themselves. Every post by Jim Jones, every comment from 50 Cent, and every clip from Chuck D became content for reaction videos, commentary channels, and fan discussions, creating a feedback loop that kept the story alive and trending. The celebrity reactions were varied and explosive. 50 Cent's statements carried the sharp, confrontational style fans expect from him, directly addressing Jim Jones' comments and questioning his credibility. Chuck D brought a different angle, analytical, authoritative, and rooted in hip-hop history, calling attention to the respect owed to Nas as a legend of the genre. Together, these responses created a multi-dimensional narrative, blending shock, critique, and generational perspective. Meanwhile, memes and viral videos kept the story circulating in unexpected ways. Comedians and influencers jumped into the conversation, crafting humorous takes while also providing commentary. Every meme amplified the drama, ensuring that the story stayed relevant and continuously evolved. Fans dissected the tone, timing, and intent of each celebrity reaction, creating layers of discussion that extended far beyond the original Nas debate. The generational clash added even more intensity. Jim Jones represents a newer wave of hip-hop voices, while 50 Cent and Chuck D embody legacy and experience. The intersection of these perspectives made the debate more than just a personal disagreement. It became a lesson in influence, respect, and the politics of hip-hop culture. Every participant in the conversation, from celebrities to fans, contributed to shaping the narrative and defining the stakes. As the hours turned into days, the debate escalated. Clips of the reactions went viral, with millions of views across multiple platforms. Analysis videos, fan commentary, and reaction memes created a continuous cycle of engagement. Social media algorithms fueled the story, promoting posts that generated the most interaction and ensuring that the feud remained in the spotlight. The stakes were high for Jim Jones. His public image, street credibility, and influence within the hip-hop community were under scrutiny. Every statement, post, or video could either solidify his reputation or further inflame the controversy. The same applied to 50 Cent and Chuck D, who were navigating the balance between defending a legend and engaging in public debate. Each reaction had weight, each word was dissected, and every fan response added fuel to the fire. By midweek, it was clear that this was no ordinary celebrity feud. Analysts, commentators, and journalists covered the story extensively, breaking down the statements, reactions, and underlying tensions. Fans continued to debate, share, and dissect, and the discussion spilled into podcasts, live streams, and even interviews. This wasn't just entertainment, it was a reflection of how influence, legacy, and cultural authority operate in modern hip-hop. Amidst all the chaos, one truth emerged. The Nas debate had become a battleground for respect, influence, and credibility in hip-hop. It wasn't just about opinions on lyrics or music, it was about who gets to shape the conversation, who commands respect, and how the community reacts when legacies are challenged. Every celebrity reaction, every fan comment, and every meme contributed to this cultural phenomenon. The story also highlighted the power of social media as both an amplifier and an arena. Fans, commentators, and even other artists became part of the unfolding drama. Every viral clip and every trending hashtag created momentum, ensuring that the controversy remained at the center of hip-hop discourse. The speed at which opinions circulated, the intensity of reactions, and the visibility of every statement underscored the reality of modern celebrity influence. It was apparent that this was just the beginning. Jim Jones had ignited a fire that 50 Cent and Chuck D fanned with precision, and fans were hungry for the next development. Every new comment, every new clip, and every fresh reaction kept the story alive, making it one of the most engaging celebrity debates in recent hip-hop history. As the storm continued, the hip-hop community watched every move with bated breath. Jim Jones' original comments about Nas had already sparked the ire of 50 Cent and Chuck D, but the reactions weren't slowing down, they were intensifying. Social media platforms were flooded with reactions, fan debates, and viral clips, each one adding another layer to the growing controversy. Every post from Jim Jones or his critics seemed to fuel the drama further, turning a single disagreement into a cultural spectacle. Fans across the globe took sides immediately. Some praised Jim Jones for his honesty and perspective, insisting that he was speaking truth to the current state of hip-hop. Others rallied behind 50 Cent and Chuck D, arguing that their responses were justified, highlighting the importance of respecting legends like Nas and acknowledging the historical context of hip-hop culture. Discussions ranged from casual Twitter threads to in-depth Instagram analyses, with each comment, meme, and video clip creating ripples that amplified the story. The generational clash at the heart of the controversy made it especially compelling. Jim Jones represents a newer wave of hip-hop artists, energetic, bold, and unafraid to stir the pot. Meanwhile, 50 Cent and Chuck D bring decades of experience, authority, and cultural influence. Their responses were not just about refuting Jim Jones' statements. They were a lesson in respect, credibility, and the responsibility that comes with being a voice in the community. The tension between emerging voices and established legends made the drama feel larger than life. Industry insiders and analysts were paying close attention. Brand managers, music executives, and PR teams knew that this type of controversy could have wide-ranging implications. Collaborations, sponsorships, and even music releases could be affected by public perception. Every public comment and social media post was scrutinized for tone, intent, and potential fallout. The story had evolved from a simple debate about Nas into a high-stakes drama with real-world consequences. The celebrity reactions themselves were dynamic and unpredictable. 50 Cent's words were sharp, direct, and confrontational, cutting straight to Jim Jones' credibility and influence. Chuck D approached the situation with a mix of authority and history, emphasizing Nas' legacy and the respect due to cultural icons. Together, their voices formed a powerful counterpoint to Jim Jones' perspective, creating a multi-layered narrative that captivated fans and commentators alike. Meanwhile, fan engagement reached unprecedented levels. Meme accounts, YouTube channels, and TikTok creators capitalized on the drama, producing content that further amplified the story. Fans dissected every clip, debated every statement, and shared their opinions in threads that sometimes ran hundreds of comments long. This constant cycle of reaction and counter-reaction turned the controversy into a continuous, evolving story that dominated social feeds and trending lists. The intensity was not limited to online spaces. Podcasts, radio shows, and commentary channels began covering the feud extensively, analyzing the statements and speculating on potential next moves. Music journalists highlighted the cultural significance of the clash, noting how it exposed tensions between new and old-school hip-hop, the dynamics of influence, and the importance of credibility within the industry. Each analysis added depth, context, and drama, keeping the audience engaged and invested. Jim Jones faced mounting pressure. Every new clip, comment, or post from 50 Cent and Chuck D challenged his reputation and credibility. Fans scrutinized his reactions, questioning his next steps and interpreting his tone and timing. The story had escalated to the point where every decision mattered. Silence could be read as weakness, while any misstep could intensify criticism. The stakes were high, and Jim Jones' every move was under a microscope. Social media algorithms ensured that every reaction gained visibility. Clips of 50 Cent's confrontational responses and Chuck D's authoritative commentary went viral almost instantly, racking up millions of views. Fans and commentators analyzed the nuances, debating tone, intent, and implications. The rapid circulation of content amplified the tension, creating a situation where the story grew faster than anyone could fully control. This controversy was more than just entertainment, it was a microcosm of modern hip-hop culture. Influence, legacy, and respect collided with the immediacy of social media, turning a disagreement into a global discussion. The interplay of new voices and established legends highlighted the ongoing evolution of the genre, while also showing how public perception can shift in an instant. Fans, commentators, and industry insiders were all participating in a conversation that extended far beyond the original Nas debate. By the middle of the week, it became clear that this story was evolving into a full-blown saga. Every new reaction, meme, or viral clip added fuel to the fire. Social media threads were exploding with commentary, and engagement levels skyrocketed. The feedback loop of celebrity statements, fan reactions, and media coverage ensured that the story remained at the forefront of hip-hop discourse. In the end, the clash was not just about opinions on music or lyrics, it was a study in influence, accountability, and generational dynamics within the culture. Jim Jones' comments ignited the fire, but 50 Cent and Chuck D's responses transformed it into a defining cultural moment. Fans were no longer spectators, they were participants in a discussion that touched on credibility, respect, and the evolution of hip-hop. As the story continued to unfold, the question on everyone's mind remained: who would respond next? How would Jim Jones navigate the intense scrutiny? Could the feud escalate further, or would the next move change the trajectory of the drama entirely? One thing was certain: the Nas debate had become one of the most explosive and watched celebrity conflicts in recent hip-hop history, and every fan, commentator, and artist was watching closely, waiting for the next development. The drama had reached a tipping point. Fans, celebrities, and media outlets alike were glued to every statement, clip, and post. Jim Jones' initial comments about Nas had sparked reactions from 50 Cent and Chuck D, but as the feud escalated, the narrative evolved into a full-blown cultural spectacle. It wasn't just about opinions anymore, it was about credibility, respect, and legacy in hip-hop. Every response from 50 Cent added intensity. Known for his sharp wit and no-nonsense approach, he directly challenged Jim Jones, questioning his credibility, influence, and understanding of the history of hip-hop. His statements were precise, cutting, and delivered with a confidence that left fans shocked. Chuck D brought a different energy, methodical, authoritative, and rooted in decades of hip-hop leadership. He emphasized the importance of legacy, the respect owed to legends like Nas, and the responsibilities of emerging voices in the genre. Together, they created a multi-dimensional narrative that dominated social media. Fans were more than observers, they were participants. Memes, TikTok duets, and reaction videos proliferated, creating an endless cycle of engagement. Every nuance, gesture, or comment was analyzed, debated, and shared. The feud had become a global conversation, spilling beyond hip-hop circles into mainstream media coverage. News outlets dissected every reaction, and commentary channels broke down the interactions frame by frame, highlighting the tension between old-school respect and modern-day bravado. Jim Jones faced unprecedented scrutiny. His credibility, reputation, and influence were under the microscope. Every statement he made or failed to make was interpreted, speculated upon, and judged. Silence was risky, yet responding hastily could escalate backlash. Fans debated his moves, dissected his tone, and speculated on his next actions. The weight of social media amplification meant there was no escaping public analysis. Industry insiders observed the conflict with keen interest. Brand managers, record label executives, and collaborators were calculating the impact on potential deals, partnerships, and releases. The controversy had transcended personal disagreement and now had tangible implications on careers and reputations. Social media's relentless spotlight ensured that the stakes remained high, with every action contributing to the unfolding drama. Memes and viral commentary added another layer. Comedians and influencers created content that both entertained and criticized, amplifying the feud. TikTok users stitched reaction clips with analysis, creating mini-narratives that contributed to the overall storyline. Instagram stories, YouTube reaction videos, and Twitter threads kept the debate alive, creating a self-perpetuating cycle of engagement that fueled the controversy day after day. The generational divide was palpable. Jim Jones represented the emerging wave of hip-hop artists, bold and unapologetic, challenging conventions and pushing boundaries. 50 Cent and Chuck D represented authority and legacy, emphasizing respect and historical context. The collision of these perspectives highlighted not only personal conflict, but the broader tensions between evolving and established norms in hip-hop culture. As reactions continued, the story became a case study in modern celebrity influence. Every word carried weight, every clip was analyzed, and every meme contributed to public perception. Fans dissected motives, intentions, and subtext. Social media algorithms amplified posts that generated the most engagement, ensuring the feud remained visible and trending. This digital ecosystem made it impossible for any participant to control the narrative fully. Each new reaction influenced the next. Jim Jones' next moves became critical. Would he double down, clarify, or pivot? Each decision had ramifications, not just for public opinion, but for his legacy within the hip-hop community. 50 Cent and Chuck D's continued involvement ensured that the pressure remained intense. The feud had reached a point where every statement and every silence could shift perception and influence the cultural conversation. By the end of the week, the feud had reached legendary status in social media and hip-hop circles. News outlets, podcasts, and commentary channels covered it exhaustively. Fans remained engaged, dissecting every nuance and creating content that perpetuated the drama. The debate transcended simple fandom. It became a cultural moment, highlighting the dynamics of credibility, influence, and generational authority. The takeaway was clear. Influence comes with responsibility, and public statements can ignite global reactions in the digital age. Jim Jones' comments had ignited the fire, and 50 Cent and Chuck D's clapbacks had fanned it into a blaze that fans couldn't ignore. The story exemplified the intersection of celebrity culture, social media amplification, and generational dynamics in hip-hop. Ultimately, this wasn't just a personal dispute, it was a cultural event, a lesson in influence, credibility, and accountability. Fans, celebrities, and commentators all played a role in shaping the narrative. Every reaction, meme, and video contributed to a conversation that highlighted the stakes of modern hip-hop, proving that legacies, respect, and influence are never to be taken lightly. As the dust settled for now, one thing was certain: the Nas debate and the Jim Jones feud had permanently etched itself into hip-hop history, leaving lessons for artists, fans, and industry insiders alike. And for those watching, the drama wasn't over. Every clip, comment, and meme ensured that the story would continue to live in the hearts, feeds, and conversations of fans for weeks to come. The Nas debate has officially shaken the hip-hop world, and the drama is far from over. Jim Jones, 50 Cent, and Chuck D have ignited a firestorm of reactions that fans just can't stop talking about. Every clip, comment, and viral meme is making waves, and the community is buzzing with debates about credibility, respect, and legacy. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Do you side with Jim Jones and his perspective, or do you stand with 50 Cent and Chuck D, defending Nas' legacy? Comment below and join the conversation. Your opinion matters, and every fan voice contributes to the discussion shaping hip-hop culture today. If you've been following this feud and love breaking down celebrity clashes, make sure to hit that like button to show your support. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next explosive update on this story or other celebrity showdowns shaking the hip-hop world. Engage, debate, and share your thoughts. This is more than entertainment. It's a lesson in influence, respect, and accountability in modern hip-hop. Every post, clip, and reaction adds to the story, and your voice can help shape the discussion. Like, comment, subscribe, engage, and don't miss a single moment of this explosive hip-hop drama. It's only getting more intense from here.